The COVID-19 pandemic has gripped the entire world in a short span of time. The frontline healthcare workers are the warriors battling against this virus. While they have a huge responsibility to play, they are at risk not only to exposure to the virus but also to a lot of psychological distress, burnout, stigma, and violence.
Healthcare workers, doctors, nurses, other ground staff, including ASHA workers who go to the field to trace people who have gotten contacts with the COVID infected individuals, and those who are treating such people in the wards are all at higher risk of getting infected. Surely they have this concern, and this concern is also shared by all the administrators, right from the Honorable Prime Minister, who expressed this in several of his speeches. Honorable Health Minister, Union Government, in his first days reporting and giving an address in the World Health Organization, in fact, made a mention of this, that their services, in other words, the healthcare workers' services, has been paramount, and he requested all the members to give a standing ovation to this contribution. Let's all thank the healthcare workers in the fight against COVID-19.
We are witness to the healthcare workers being faced with challenges day after day to meet the healthcare requirements. This may exceed their coping skills, leading to anxiety and panic, making them hesitate to willingly offer their services.
Each shift we have about 2 doctors, staff nurse and group Ds who takes care of our patients. We are divided into zones. Like we have the red zone is exclusively for ICU care. Then we have the orange zone, the yellow zone and the green zone where the patient becomes symptomatic or with some comorbidity, we try to interchange the patient. All of them, including the doctors, staff nurse and group Ds, we are giving them with a complete PPE kit. It includes the doctor has to wear a N95 mask with a hood around his, sometimes goggles. So it is actually very difficult to work with a complete PPE kit. Once they are on a PPE kit, you cannot remove them. So these difficulties our doctors are facing once they are inside a COVID ward.
The unrelenting stress that the healthcare workers face during a pandemic are well documented over the years. The experiences can trigger a wide range of psychological responses, overwhelming them and making them exposed to adverse eventualities.
The doctors, sisters are continuously on the run when they are managing patients. This actually makes them physically exhausting. So by the time when they come back, they are stressed, exhausted. In addition to that, the separation from family and the fear of getting infected because they are working in a high risk area. So the fear of getting infected adds to the mental trauma what they are facing. So it becomes very important that we keep on boosting their morale by continuously talking to them on the duty as well as off the duty.
There is a need for healthcare workers and the administrators to identify the significant impact that working with COVID-19 patients have on their mental health.
Doctors, nurses and healthcare staff are at greater risk from mental health problems, particularly those working in COVID wards. First is the fear of contracting the disease, spreading it to children at home and the elderly at home. The second is the stress of long working hours, having to deal with ill patients and even the death of patients. So mental health problems amongst these health workers include worry, anxiety, depression, and sometimes intense stress and sleep-related problems. The most important thing is for them to get support for ensuring that their mental health is okay, and this support needs to be provided not only during their work but also afterwards, because post-traumatic stress disorder is also more in this group.
Adding to the mental health concerns that our healthcare workers are facing, we are also witnessing a rise in the discrimination and hostile behavior towards them. Such painful antagonism towards the frontline workers is unfortunate, considering the yeoman services that they offer.
Nowadays, there are innumerable media reports and stories about how the community members' myths and misconceptions of COVID-19 is affecting our health forces and health team in the community. They have many other stress related to this kind of difficulty. It is unfortunate that
the health professionals are being refused housing, abused, assaulted, criticized, and no respect when they have sacrificed their whole lives in taking care of patients and their family members, which is ultimately leading to mental distress among the health professionals.
Care for the healthcare workers is very crucial, especially during such pandemics. Organizations need to be paying close attention to their needs and requirements as one of the first steps to ease their burden.
The systemic responses to help our frontline healthcare workers can be: create an array of feedback channels so that the frontline workers can get back to the system with all their needs. Provision of adequate personal protective equipments for all the cadres of health workers. Provision of adequate training in all aspects of COVID-19 management for all cadres of health workers. Acknowledgement of the limitations of human capacities in such times of extraordinary crisis. Providing healthy meals and hydration during work hours. Providing lodging support and transportation support. Supporting the family and childcare needs. Providing psychological help and mental health services to deal with health anxiety, insomnia through self-help strategies, supporting others and supporting the moral distress.
As rightly said, administrators and healthcare workers need to watch out for each other and take appropriate steps to address the mental health concerns. Trained mental health or crisis team can be deployed to assist in handling any mental health crisis as they unfold. What can health workers do to minimize their risk for mental health problems such as depression, panic disorder, or anxiety?
Self-care is an important aspect of our life, particularly when you're a healthcare worker. It's all the more important that you take care of yourself. A few tips that you can use to take care of yourself is: 1. To monitor and understand what is happening to you. To maintain healthy habits such as healthy eating, practice exercise, look after your sleep habits in this time. Another important thing is to be compassionate and kind to yourself. Connect to others in times of distress. Share your concerns with others around you, maybe your teammates. Also, when emotions are running high, when you're tense, practicing some simple relaxation strategies such as deep breathing would be very essential, and deep breathing would be a very common practice that is essential for you to do.
Apart from mainstream treatment offered, alternate treatment options have been found equally effective in combating the fear and panic during times of crisis.
As we have heard, yoga has been extensively used during the lockdown for controlling stress, which may be due to the lockdown itself or previous conditions. And many people think that yoga is a very complicated regimen, but it is definitely not. Simple yoga exercises like you may see in this video or on the videos of the ministry are enough to actually handle stress and bring down the stress levels, as well as increase your ability to fight this virus. Since you are likely to be on the front line, it is really essential for you to utilize yoga and meditation to improve your own health so that you can be of help to other people and patients who are infected by COVID-19.
As uncertainties and confusion with regards to the COVID-19 pandemic continue, a humane and balanced approach is the need of the hour to provide comprehensive mental health care for the frontline healthcare workers and to shield them from all adversities. It is essential to build the confidence and morale of the healthcare workers so that they are able to work optimally in taking care of the patients. A psychological preparedness needs to be planned well in advance in handling the impact such pandemics can pose on the mental health of the frontline workers at work and community level.